Okay, now I'm going to use list. So I need two lists. So here let's start from scratch. So I'm going to, code start with start and end. And here I make a block which is prepare list. And then I place it here. And later I'm going to use list and place it here. And then I will clean list. And then I'll load it here. And basically this is our skeletal code. I'll prepare list and I will use the list, and then after that I will delete the list. Easy, right? So nothing unusual. Okay, in the prepare list, what we used to do, we make a list. I called it list x, and then we have to add things inside of it using repetition. I will set 10 numbers. What did we do? We make an index and set index value 0, and I use index to list x and change index by 1. So this one, if you do that, it will create this from 0 to 9. And actually I want to delete that because I don't want to, so delete. After doing this one, in the clean list, I will delete or in the list x. So after creating one, it will delete again. So I kind of set up a list x. I'm going to make list y, and I will set, not this one. I'll add one more, which is index y. I'm using index y set to 10 because I want to reduce down. And I'm going to use add index y to list y and change index y minus 1. And then also after doing this, I will delete or of list y. So it will create two lists and then delete it. So you see that? Yeah, it just disappeared very quickly. So 10 number and then delete it. Any questions so far? Now I'm going to use it in drawing a line. So to draw pen down, pen up, in the motion, go to x. This one start point and end point. And instead of using x, what I'm going to is, do you see that item 1 of list y? So I'm going to use this one, item 1 of list y and item 1 of list x. So this will use these two together as starting point. So it will draw in the chart x is 1, y is 10. So it will get starting point is here. Then go to x. I will, instead of using, I also use it item probably last of list y, list x, and item last of list y. So what this will draw? So last, which is 10 to 1, which is 10 to 1. So this one will draw 10 times. Let's test it. This one I will delete it. So 10 times here. This one is something left over. So before doing this, I will a little bit moved up. I will use this one duplicate it, move it here before pen down and then I need to clean it up. Prepare list, I will prepare set up here. So this one draw 10 times. So it's almost the times up. How to draw then 1 9, which is 1 9, and probably 9 2, 9 2. How can I draw something like this? Yes. So here you may need to repeat here, but instead of using 1 and last, I want to use some. I want to use a yes. So I add a variable. So now I make another variable. Let's call it, this one is index2. To use index2, okay, I want to rename it. Just index2. And we need to set before we use it. So index2 0, I would call it 1. Scratch list start with number 1. But Grasshopper, I will double check. Some programming languages start with index 0. Some programming languages start index 1. What is the index start with in Grasshopper? You know, 1. Okay, so Grasshopper will use 1. Okay, she's another expert in Grasshopper. Watch her, ask her help later, and give her credit. Okay, so index start 2. Instead of using 1, I will use index 2 and also index 2, and then after that I need to change index 2 by 1. So it's always the starting is 1 1 2 2 3 3. Actually times up. So you need to play with how to index. So today so far your assignment is finishing this one. I want to make this one as today's assignment. So far you have to do is, you may need one more index 3 because this one is last one, so you need another. Or what is the last one using index 2? Index 2 is 1 and increase. Okay, what is the value of index 2? Starting 1, 2, 3, 2, 10. How can I get the last? The last is 10. How can I get 1 from this one like this? Yeah, reverb it. Revolve it. Or just simply make another one, index 3, just do like this. For example, I just quickly make one, which is make a variable, index 3, set index 3, 10, and change index 3 by -1, and using index 3 last one. And what is the 1? This one is index 2. Oops, okay, index 2. Okay, let's test it. Okay, very little, but but actually this one draw. Do you see the little bit minor thing? Okay, let's do. Is there any way to? Yeah, I want to do repeat 10. I would increase by 10, maybe 20, so you can see it. -20. No, not really. So your assignment is correct it and finish it. So draw like something like this. Any questions so far?